So you think you care too much about people because you have a big heart, but it may not be the case. That may not be the reason, the real reason why. Like, of course, it is a huge part of it, but that may not be the root of why you care too much about people. Because as someone like myself, as a former people pleaser, where I cared so much about what other people felt, I did not want to disappoint other people. That's what I mean by people pleasing, where you overextend yourself so much, go out of your way so much not to disappoint people that you overextend yourself. And I used to think, okay, I have a big heart. This is why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing this, because I have a big heart. No, that's not the real reason. Is because I was afraid to disappoint people. I cared too much about what other people thought and their opinions and how they viewed me. That is the real reason why I was a people pleaser and why I overextended myself a lot of the times in the past. And usually that does stem from some period in your life where you experience a negative you experience something negative associated with how other people viewed you. So, for instance, you may have been in a toxic family as a child, and you had parents who reprimanded you and they punished you for being yourself, or they may have punished you because you did not do what they said, or they have scolded you for not making them feel a certain way. Okay? So you couldn't impress a parent. That could be an example of why so over time, because whatever you didn't do as a child, and your parents scolded you over and over for it, whether it was you being yourself, like maybe you were just out singing and playing and just being yourself, but your parent hated that. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to be miserable like them. So they would scold you for being yourself and being expressive. Maybe you were in a family where you really couldn't speak up and defend yourself because it was looked at as you being disobedient or you back talking, when it was really you just standing up for yourself. Maybe that is another reason, so I really want you guys to understand that, because this will help you to pull back. This will help you to not feel guilty when you are setting new boundaries. This will help you not feel guilty about cutting people off, because you have to understand that it's not about what they think or how they feel. It stems from, why are you so afraid of what people will think of you? It's because you've experienced that somewhere in your past, and you have to get back to the root of that and address that, so that way you can move on from being a people pleaser. Literally, it's something I had to do. Like, I had to realize, like, wait a minute. It's because, no wonder why I feel like I'm doing too much, because I'm scared of what they might say or might do. Like, so many times in my life where people would ask me to do something for them, or ask for a favor, or go here with them, or, and I will do it, not knowing, not wanting to do it. Like, for instance, I think it might have been my 21st birthday, but it was my 21st birthday, and one of my cousins had asked me she was going out that night too on my birthday, and she asked me to watch her daughter. Like, it was my birthday, but see, I was in a period in my life where I was scared to offend people. I was scared to get upset. I was scared to be confrontational. I was afraid of what they would think of me. So I said yes. Like, that's an example of me overextending myself. Why am I babysitting on my birthday? Shouldn't I be out trying to enjoy it? And then it's either my 20th or 21st birthday. I can't remember which one, y'all. But I said, yeah. Like, what? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? And see, that's because it stemmed from a childhood of not being good enough for my parents, not and being reprimanded for just being myself. So I would overextend myself to always please them. So if I had to, I would, I would just collapse pretty much and close in and shrink myself so that way I wouldn't upset my parents. Like, I would be obedient or I would listen because I was afraid of being, you know what I'm saying? So that leaked over into my adult life. And now I'm watching kids on my birthday when I should have just said no and put those boundaries up and not care if she got upset or not care whatever she felt. No, I should have said no and then that was it. You know? So we have to learn how to start saying no, you know, when it comes to people pleasing, when it comes to just being of service to other people, because we overextend ourselves. And then when we find ourselves in a time of need, who's there? Nobody. Ain't nobody around. Nobody's ever around. But whenever they're in their time of need, they're expecting you to be around and they're expecting you to put that hand out and reach out for them. So, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're done with that overextending. We're done with that pleasing. If we need to say no, then that's what we're doing. And we're not feeling guilty about it because, listen, we have to get out of that mindset of, oh, I have a big heart, so I'll do it. No. Why am I doing it? Is it because I'm afraid of what they think? No. We got to get out of the mindset of caring what other people think. Do what is right for you and what is meant for you. Don't ever overextend yourself, okay? And that's why I wanted to share this message, because some people out there are probably like me thinking, oh, it's because I have a big heart. That's why I'm doing this. But really, you may have experienced so much trauma in your life that you don't really subconsciously know that it's because you're afraid of how other people will view you, how other people will feel about you. Get out of that mindset, because then you'll only be controlled by other people. And then that's how they keep you in their slave. That's how you get trapped in this mental slavery, being controlled by the perception of other people, rather than it being the opposite, where you are in your truth and you're doing what you want and you don't care about the perceptions of other people. See how that works? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this message. I will see you guys on my next one.